Hi, I'm Brad. Today we've got a video update on the MY15 onwards range of Subaru WRX models. And we're going to talk about the ability to improve the factory ECU with flex fuel tuning and a range of mechanical parts to make the car go a lot better. In fact, a hell of a lot better than the current model STI, which has got the older EJ 2.5 litre engine. And the car that's sitting beside me has got the 6-speed transmission. We've just taken the middle of taking it off the dyno now. It's had the custom tune. It's all the full package, the XA, the XB, and now the XC kit update. And what we're going to do in the next couple of minutes is I'm going to show you the particular parts that have gone onto this car as part of our R&D program. Background, that is. It's a proven kit now because we've done quite a lot of them, but I wanted to just summarise and bring you guys up to date because we're starting to do a lot more of these upgrades. It's a pretty popular improvement if you're looking for some reliable gains with the MY15. So let's just talk about some of the things and recap what we've done in the past with these particular models, remembering what's on the car. So 2-litre engine, the new direct injection technology, twin scroll turbo, factory standard. They come out with a really good performing engine. It's the new technology engine as opposed to the old 2.5 litre EJ series engine. So this model in Australia came out in 2015. Here we are now in 2016 and the car is still available on sale. Comes available with either the 6-speed manual transmission. That's not the STI style transmission, it's what we call the poverty version, so it's an upgraded version of the old 5-speed case with a 6th gear added on. They can also buy a model with the CVT transmission. However, let's just touch on the topic of the CVT. We don't recommend the XC kit on that particular model because it generates way too much torque, and that can damage the CVT transmission from a long-term point of view. Because remember, these kits come with the MRT factory warranty guarantee, meaning that you can have your cake and eat it. You can modify your car with those package of parts and still will guarantee you for the life of the new car factory Subaru warranty. So that's typically 3 years. So in the engine bay, let's just have a look. You'll notice we're still running the factory standard airbox because from all of our testing, modifications to the airbox on this particular model, like a lot of other cars, don't add any value in performance, and in fact on this particular car makes a hell of a lot of noise if you change this airbox and doesn't actually add any real power. So if you're thinking of some simple performance upgrades to your current model WRX, think carefully about whether you're going to do the airbox. At the moment we're still running the factory standard intercooler because the client opted to stick with that at the moment. There are some small gains with other model intercoolers that can be changed with this car, but they are normally only exhibited when the car's under a high load situation, regular track day use, or maybe an environment where you've got really hot conditions, and those types of improvements will then add a little bit of extra grunt from a stability point of view. But by putting a replacement intercooler on this particular car, there's no instant increase in power from our testing. But one of the things is in the engine bay that you can see as part of the flex fuel upgrade is the flex fuel kit, which in this particular case we're using the Delicious kit, which is made by the guys in the US. It's a Bluetooth module that plugs into the factory harness, so all of these parts here all plug into the original factory Subaru harness and then run a signal off the Continental sensor, which is a sensor that measures the fuel going into the engine from the back of the fuel tank, and that actually sends a signal via this sensor. It's integrated back to the factory ECU, which is then calibrated to self-adjust depending on what fuel's in the tank. So you can have a tank of 98, run it down to half, fill it up with E85, and then have a mixture of E85 and 98 octane fuel in the tank. And of course this sensor will then measure that difference in fuel type. It'll send a signal to the factory ECU, which has been modified and calibrated by us using MRT tuning tools, and then allows us to run more ignition timing because the octane rating for ethanol allows you to run a hell of a lot more ignition timing, but of course you need a lot more fuel to be delivered at the same time, so of course all the fuel mixtures and everything else are then changed. Now, the part you can't see, which is down underneath, and I don't know whether you can see it from here, but right down under there is the MRT exhaust kit, which is now being fitted, and that particular part, I'll show you some still pictures in a second, is from the turbo all the way to the back, except the important thing is we don't actually change the rear mufflers because part of our testing on this particular model, the rear mufflers only give you a gain of around 2 to 3 kilowatts measured on our hub dyno, which by most people except around the world, the Dynapack hub dyno is one of the most accurate dyno testing devices in the world. And when we did different testing with different mufflers on the back of our R&D car, 2 to 3 kilowatts was the most you could get by an aftermarket exhaust system using the, or as it compared back to the factory standard exhaust. So why would you spend $500 to $1,000 on a new pair of exhaust systems from a performance improvement if you can get, you know, very, very similar gains with factory standard rear mufflers? Now, if you want something to look a little bit different or sound a little bit different, then yes, you can change the rear mufflers. But if you're looking for just absolute value for money, and you only want to get the outcome for the parts that you're fitting, then this is the option that you may go for. Hence the reason why I said earlier, we don't do the modified airbox. There's no valuable gain. And of course, now I've explained we don't do the rear mufflers because again, there's no valuable gain. The exhaust system as part of the XB kit bolts up to the factory rear mufflers as a complete package. And the good thing is from the back, the car looks nice and stealthy and original, and there's not a lot of change visually from the back of the car. Now, one of the things that also in the overall package of the engine bay with the tune is these particular cars, when they have cold start, have a really funny echo in the air intake system as part of the cold start program. And part of the tune that we've developed in combination with the exhaust system is designed to keep echoing type noise down to a minimum when the car starts in the morning when it's cold. So if you're living in an area where you might have neighbours who may be a little bit sensitive to excessive noise, or you just don't want that horrible noise when you jump in the car yourself in the morning because it can be quite annoying, this exhaust system combined with this tune actually is designed to keep the noise down. And believe it or not, you can, with enough R&D, test and change the cold start parameters in the factory ECU tuning as part of the tune package to reduce that type of droning noise. And that's one of the things we're very proud of that we can elaborate on as part of the upgrade. So let's summarise. XA kit is the maximum reliable power you can get with no mechanical mods. So in the XA package, you wouldn't have the flex fuel kit. The engine bay would look original and standard as it does now. The XB kit then comes with a package of mechanical parts such as the exhaust system, and then the XC kit then adds on the custom tune package, again with the flex fuel upgrade and the ability to run different types of fuels. Every kit that we develop comes with our factory warranty guarantee. Every kit that we develop and release comes with all the dyno tested performance guarantees, which you can download on the document of our website, and I'll put a link at the bottom of this video channel to give you some more info. But you can have an example here. This particular car gives you a bit of an idea. I'll show you some better results on a still photo, but typically anywhere between 217 to 220. If you want to push the car a little bit harder, my particular R&D car's got 230 kilowatts measured on our dyno, and you're looking at anywhere between 50 and 60 kilowatt increase net power at the wheels over factory standard. And of course the really big thing, which I'll just touch on here again, is look at the increase in torque. You're going from a 340 newton meters up to 460, 480 newton meters, or a little bit higher depending on the absolute final ethanol content in the back of the car when the final tune is done. So hopefully this update has given you a little bit more insight into what can be achieved with the MY15 onwards 2-litre twin-scroll turbo engine, now available in the Subaru models around the world, and the fantastic reliability improvements that can be gained. The twin-scroll turbo in this engine comes on boost so low, really makes the car a hell of a lot more enjoyable to drive. And this particular car, with this package of parts, is substantially quicker than a similar STI with the same level of modification, but just purely simply from the technology, and also you have the improvement in reliability as well. So if you want some more information, you can follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter and Instagram. Have a look at the link at the bottom of this video channel. We'll send you some information from some still photos, and you can download the technical document and reports all about how we developed this kit. But for now, no matter where you are in the world, I hope this video has helped you. I'm Brett Middleton. Thanks for watching.